Hi guys,
Hello people,
I'm Milena,
Lola.
and we're watching Black Sails.
Episode 5.
Episode 5.
I'm so excited for this episode.
Yes, me too.
I was editing episode 4 last night. I was like, damn it, I want more. Because I was like,
You're getting
rewatching. I was like rewatching the episode, and then the episode ended, and I was like, fuck, need a continuation
Oh
of
my
this
god.
now.
So the episode ended how?
The episode ended with Flint saying, we're gonna get them back. Meaning
Oh
the
my God,
tops,
yeah,
because this one is like leaving.
Yeah.
But like, we are now in a sticky situation.
Did you figure out something new about Miranda?
Well, she should know the consequences of the things that she is doing against Flint. So now I am unsure if she is just playing like a double agent. And if she's not, then like, what is their relationship like that she would do this? You know? Because like, she knows that this one said that he wants to rid this place of the fiends that he brought in. And like, Flint is one of them, technically. You know, he's one that like, that is, even though he's not one of them, because he was previously, we found out in the last episode, he was one of the officers in the Queen's Navy, whatever it's called, I don't know. So like, he had some type of like a position with his best friend, apparently. And so it would seem to me like she would know potential consequences of that. Like, she might not think that that's gonna like kill him. She might just think that's gonna stop him from trying to get to the Urca de Lima. Like, she might just think that, but like, he is a relentless man in this. So, like, I don't know, like, he's gonna go get those stops. You know what I mean? Like, he is not gonna stop. So
I'm really very interested to see more.
Yeah,
Again, that's right now, for me at least, one of the things that I'm most interested to find out is their dynamic relationship and what all of that contains. Yeah. And what's gonna happen with that.
Yeah. Really what it does seem is that just like the thing that what the rumors are about them and like the cheating and everything seems like that might be how it went, and now just because like someone died because of what they did, you know,
someone now who they both loved very much, because like if he was his best friend and her husband, like okay, love happened, affair happened, but they destroyed basically his life. It's very hard. It makes sense to me that like
this is now their relationship.
But like it does seem, again, it did seem, I didn't rewatch it, but it did seem from that scene, the way he kissed her forehead, I don't think they would put that scene if there is not a lot of love there. Yeah. Because like I have a feeling when they put the scene where somebody is kissing somebody's forehead, you know, that's just tenderness, that's just like love and like you want to protect that person. So I agree. There is no passion, that's obvious, you know, but like
I can't connect still the two people that he killed, the husband and wife, they're like from a prominent family. That definitely connects somehow, I think maybe even to the husband.
To Thomas?
Yeah,
that's what I want to say. Like, I think there are holes there, but like, I don't know. I do think there is a lot we don't know. There is a lot we don't know, but there is definitely that the two of them are together, and that the rumors were true. But like, did Thomas kill himself, or are these two somehow responsible for something? And then
maybe they killed him.
And let's say Flint and Miranda knew that and went for the revenge, because it's not just for Miranda, it's for him as well. You know. So, and like it seemed like when he came back, like the news that he managed that it was relieving. Is that the word? Relieving. That for her.
It might be the word.
So
she felt relief.
So
I mean, again, we know nothing. There is so little information we have from there. But like, there is at least something to work with. We know that she is, you know, her last name was Hamilton and everything. I forgot her real first name. Maybe it's Miranda Hamilton. I think it doesn't matter. But that's what's happening there on that front. And we have, I mean, it feels like we're gonna have some type of like a battle in this episode, because they want to get the ships, and this one is doing something, and Mr. Scott is helping him because he wants to help Eleanor, and the person who doesn't want to help Eleanor right now is Vane.
He wants revenge.
Yeah, and he has a plan how to take this whole island from her, which I think could be doable because like people seem to be dissatisfied with her. So like I feel like he could manage that somehow if he wanted to. But yeah, those are like the main things kind of happening and going on.
Well, yeah, and I'm also interested to see what's gonna happen with Anne and
Jack.
Max. Actually,
Max, yeah,
that's the thing that I'm interested to, because you can see that like she really minds what's happening to Max. So
yeah,
I'm interested to see if she's gonna do something.
I am very much rooting for you, Anne.
Yeah.
So
even though you did give Max to Vane.
And again, I find it hard to believe that anyone here would not know what that entails. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, there's no fucking way.
Either she was in delusion, or
I don't know.
It makes
sense. We still know so very little about all the characters, really. Love the storyline that's happening with Billy.
Honestly, love all the characters. Like, can't wait. Like, I really enjoy all the characters. Like, I wanted to say how much I think, again, that Jack and Anne are cool, and I can't wait to see them. But, like, I really like every single one of the characters. Like, it's dumb to even, like, point out to just those two, and I think that many of them are very interesting.
I'm interested in all of them. Like, there's not a single character that I don't feel interested in, really.
Yeah. So, without further ado, let's not prolong. Let's play the episode, because I'm very excited to watch it, honestly.
Me too.
Steady 6 knots, north by northeast.
You don't trust me, do you?
You showed me a blank page and you lied in front of me. Why the fuck would I trust you?
We'll sight the Andromache soon. You and I will have our roles to play. We had the chance for a few minutes. Honesty first.
Men died yesterday, careening our ship faster than we're safe. Men are going to die today attacking that merchant ship out there, and they'll die not knowing it was all based on a lie. We don't even know if the Otis schedule is accurate. We're completely relying on the cook.
True.
Just pretend you have no doubts about any of this.
Years of practice. There's always doubt, Billy. No sane man would deny that. No good captain would acknowledge it. Must be at least one chance in 3 that horizon will remain there and we'll never see the Andromache again. That's the truth.
I think you changed the subject while he was talking about.
Would that knowledge do for any man on this crew trying to focus on doing his job? This crew needs certainty, and I need their support to achieve an end which is in all our best interests. Never was there a Caesar that could not sing the tune.
Who's Mrs. Barlow?
Answer that question.
She's a witch who pledged my soul to the devil and anoints me with the blood of infants to keep me safe in battle.
Come on, you're stupid.
No, you're not. So you can probably guess it isn't as much fun to tell stories about how your captain makes a home with a nice Puritan woman who shares his love of books.
God, I would follow him.
He is very convincing.
I would fucking follow him.
I think he should appreciate someone like Billy in the crew. You should have someone like Billy protecting the men, because Billy is still right.
But like, having Billy on your side is very good as well.
Exactly.
This is a stupid fucking idea.
What's the idea?
The straits we're in, I would suggest there is no such thing. Find a way to earn an income, and soon we will lose what little we have left of the crew.
Oh, are they gonna buy this place? Because the guy is dead.
Taken permission, dear. What are you doing here? Mr. Noonan expressly forbade it, did he not?
It turns out Mr. Noonan has had a change of heart.
And they just disappeared.
Chaucer, what is this?
It means, madam, that the dispute over the hall with Mr. Noonan has been settled through an agreement to purchase this establishment from him. By us.
And where is he now?
Dead.
The last I saw him, he was seeking passage to Port Royal and then to who knows where.
You're telling me that Mr. Noonan, who just a few hours ago had the intent of seeing your captain beaten to a pulp, that Mr. Noonan decided instead to sell you his life's work?
I don't think she's gonna care much that he is dead.
You expect me to accept it based on a piece of paper in your word?
Do you want money?
Keep your mouth shut.
Okay.
When any half-wit can see that there's foul play at hand, I want to raise.
What did she make it for?
Fair.
3% of gross.
I'll give you 40.
What?
Well,
They are really
Did he say
desperate.
3%?
You could have said like 15.
They're the proud new owners of the brothel.
Get my horse ready. I'm going to see my father. I want to know what the fuck's going on here.
Me too, girl. I'm not quite certain. Is that...
Hello?
What the fuck are you doing in my office?
Flint stashed me here.
Why is Randall lying on my sofa?
Well, he's not exactly going to be leading the charge after the day he had yesterday.
Why are you chained to him?
So I don't try to run. Thank you.
I thought so.
It's not... Randall doesn't deserve this.
Exactly.
I've done something to you.
Flint and his crew offer you a life of freedom and prosperity, for which you repay them by stealing the product of months of their labour and sacrifice. But you're not finished. Then you lure Max into your selfish scheme.
Hold on. I specifically tried to talk her out of getting wrapped up in my selfish scheme.
He is correct.
Right away.
Oh my god, what's
For
happening?
years, we've all profited in this place, trading on the stability of my family's name.
Okay.
But unfortunately, our circumstances have changed, and ordered Captain Bryson to liquidate our holdings here. I convinced him to leave behind the contents of our warehouse. But that is all. To those of you owed credit, or for whom we held goods in consignment,
Did you say the warehouse is empty or something?
to see you made whole as best we can. Very sorry. Godspeed to you all.
We are closing on up! I think it raise all the canvas!
How do you not fall?
We need at least another knowing where to catch up by dark. Even if the backstays hold a touch and angle and waiter they won't, the load on the sails will exceed capacity and she'll dig it hard at the bow. She'll hold. Mr. De Groot makes a good point. The speed will pick up and come with dire risk to the ship. But I think she could take it.
Boy, stand your fucking ground. I feel like half the things Flint says is like, hopefully. He's like, hopefully that is correct. He is relying a lot on luck. Or maybe he is that talented and I just don't know.
That's what I was about
Or
to say.
desperate, because I mean, a person did lose his fucking leg because he was making them go fast. And one died, so...
This is a lot to put if it's just on hope, you know?
I mean, I still wouldn't put it past him that he would not be ready to do that. I mean, they have to be good because we can't lose the ship, so... Oh, is that not good? What snapped?
Snap or just...
I don't know, maybe, I don't know what happened. Oh, that's good. He's like, thank God.
Good morning, dear.
Oh my God.
Orders from Boston. Unbeknownst to me. You sent Bryson away.
Yes? Let Flint seduce you into his madness about the Spanish galleon, all in furtherance of the fantasy that you can resist English rule.
I'm more to this place than you ever were.
You are a child, but you should know. Captain Bryson sailed the Velasco route for 10 years and was never boarded. Not once. Flint will be returning either empty-handed or not at all. I'm working on a deal that'll make a safe place for us among the farmers in the interior. When the pirates are gone, the landowners will drive commerce here. I won't ask you to walk out with me right now. I know your pride would never permit it.
The Barlow cunt who was supposed to watch over you. That's Flint's problem. But Scott,
That is Flint's problem.
what the fuck did you have to threaten him with to get him to betray me?
We talked like men and he saw reason.
Fuck you.
He threatened him with you. Your well-being.
I've been saying it. You ain't been listening.
Oh, is that the one that's talking? That's more than 12 now. This is bad, girl. I like that one. I forgot his name.
For a while at least. Now, if I may, I suggest an announcement of payments to settle debts.
I can't pay them.
She said that it's empty, if I remember. The warehouse is empty.
Well, get out your books then. Certain crews may defer their debts if I ask them. Any leads you have on future scores would soften the blow.
I'm winding things up here. My business continues.
I'm not sure you recognize the gravity of the situation.
She's like, I have no other options.
But yeah, that's
I'm
true.
going with this.
Like, this is her whole
Because,
life.
like, I mean, realistically, he is correct, but... I mean, his idea is working. He didn't even do anything.
Yeah, we're free of her. Free to hunt again. So get off your ass and find us a ship to
assume that we've seen the last of Eleanor Guthrie. She is, well, not to know her. The fact that she appears to have Captain Hornigold and his men popping her up only adds to my conviction. Right now, we do well to keep our mouths shut. Place.
Now he's gonna be like, no, you're right.
Bide our time.
Fuck that. She's got no ships. She's got no business. That means she's out. Who's with me?
Nothing can ever be simple.
I can make it simple.
I just really like them.
Well, let me take advantage of Mr. Hammond's momentary distraction and have Mrs. Mapleton tend to the whore on the beach.
Well, we know who has tops, so we know what ship we're on. How do you defend against that? If they just like attack us, we're gone. If we don't have tops, what the fuck do we do?
I assume preparations are being made.
Yes, sir.
And the shipment of China plate. We have 70 plates of Chinese porcelain in the hold, which I have undertaken to deliver to Boston and the Hound. May I suggest more straw in the chest?
It's gonna be a bumpy fucking ride. Let's protect the China.
This is the best I could do before we set sail. Defray.
You can't be serious. The Drunkies might make a warship. 60 men, at least, and they're fighters. So we need everybody we can muster on this one, yours included. Come on.
I'm not a fighter.
Literally.
Oh god.
I'll have to come and tend to this. Right. Go on, love. Here we go. Oh, hush. Unless you want to find yourself carrying one of those fool's brats.
What? The fuck is this? Is that what they usually do?
Get out.
I think it would go quite good. Can they stop torturing Max?
She wasn't using enough lotion.
How would you know? What were you doing before this? I still can't.
That can't be hands off of you. You could have left. You didn't. You could sweet talk them all, did you? What do you care? Once one of them came and put his balls on my shoulder whilst I was asleep. Thought it was funny. Last time he put them anywhere.
Good girl.
You were the one who threw me to them in the first place.
I only thought they'd kill you.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. He probably feels even guilt right now because of everything. She probably feels.
Yeah.
I think he's talking about you.
Sean, we know.
If you're pretending to remain unconcerned for my peace of mind, please don't.
I really like him.
Me too, honestly.
I really like
Of
him.
course. Still, I don't think you're giving that problem out there its due attention.
I would listen to him. He's a sane man. I think he would have good ideas. He's smart.
Can you join me, please, Captain? I want you to do this too.
I'm still here!
Up in the street front. Where is he?
Oh gosh, I would be very afraid.
It's a rough world out there, isn't it? Someone opens their mouth, you can lose everything. Well, if we're not welcome in here, I suppose we can go spend more time with our friend on the beach.
Shit.
I want them dead. I want them dead right now.
Keep it together for a
I
second.
wouldn't be
Keep
able
them
to.
here. Keep them here, and let's figure something out that
I would take
makes the mob
There is
calm
no way she
down
doesn't have a
and
fucking gun
them
here.
Dead.
I would take a fucking gun and shoot them all.
I think we all know what we're up against today.
This is the first time he's making like a speech before a fight. He's so cute.
adorable.
As we close the distance to the Andromache, the captain believes Bryson will attack port and set himself for a clean broadside volley.
We can't shoot at her, and we can't get close to her. How the hell do we board her?
We go straight at her.
I'm not knowledgeable enough in sailing to understand 10% of their plan. Flint is so dramatic. He is so funny to me. He just like appears and is look. He is. He's so good.
I keep accounts. That's what I'm good at.
Okay, fair.
Do you see this number here? That's how much I've saved this crew this last year alone.
Everyone in this crew had a first time. You're overdue.
I've never even shot a pistol.
Well, that's alright. Half the time we don't even fire.
I would not want to kill anyone.
Sorry.
It's also
Thank
about
you,
dying.
Billy. Yeah, but like if someone is that unskilled, he's gonna shoot one of us. You know what I mean?
He's not gonna be able to do anything, but like he's gonna do.
What are you scheming and
Said
planning?
it wasn't to take no for an answer.
That's called rape, girl. What?
You hate her. I hate her. They all
silence ever known that kind of power? Power that doesn't care how many folks you can tally. Who loves you? Who hates you? Who fears you? None of us have many right to hate her for it. She's strong. And we're weak. That's the reality of things here. No one down there is strong enough to change anything.
You're not strong enough.
I don't know.
What is that tattoo?
But I think it's time I probably found out.
Is it like his clan?
Come on, yeah, bitch.
As everything, we're relying on his luck. I mean, there's knowledge there, but a lot of this honestly relies on luck. It's like a gamble. Oh. Okay, they're gonna hit her like this.
How are we gonna...
This is the thing, I don't understand how they all don't die, because if you shoot one cannon, we start getting water, we're gonna drown. Like, how do people fight in ships? I don't understand this.
He wants them
You will
to...
make it through this. No one eats it their first time on their side. I'm telling you, it's never happened, not on this crew. Don't ask me why, it just is.
Men die all the time, it can't be true.
Not first timers. Name them.
What motivation he is giving him. I hope you're right. Imagine if he dies now because of this. I want you to be right. He's sweet.
And he's useful. No,
I
just
mean, that's true. He's like our economist. I don't know what to call them.
Accountant?
Accountant, sure. What weapons do we have?
We want to
What
board
weapons
their
do we
ship
have?
to use our bodies as weapons. How can we board if you already die? Right now when he fired.
We cannot even...
That's
That's what I mean.
Exactly.
How did half of them not already die? You know what I mean? How is the ship not taking water? This makes... They can just keep firing. With a gun? You're just gonna be sure you're gonna shoot him? How good of a shot are you? This is what we're relying on. I mean, the thing is, we have to win. Otherwise, we're dead.
Is it to shoot something on the boat so that the boat will turn around?
Oh, like you mean like explode? I thought if they shoot the captain. Maybe we can shoot some the oh, like shoot the, how is it called, the driver?
Now the boat is gonna turn around so that we can
we're gonna
board it somehow.
Yeah, we're gonna get to it, but they can still shoot at us.
I agree. I have no idea. They can't
No, but
from
like
the
they
side.
can't. If they're on the side, they
Yeah,
can
they-
shoot. But if they're like this, then they can't shoot. But they're still on the side, so they can still shoot.
But see,
Oh, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's not like they
Yeah,
can
yeah,
aim.
sure. It just fires like this.
nice. I mean, you know what I mean. Plan is working.
Okay, we can board them then. And only a few lost legs and arms.
I'm just afraid of the accountant. I'll stay there.
Honestly,
I don't
one
know.
guy is not gonna make that much of a difference. You can only get yourself killed, I feel like.
The way they seemed scary in the first episode, they don't seem scary to me now at all.
No, I'm like, good luck,
When you
guys.
see them like this, you know, remember in the first
Yeah.
episode they were the one who...
They're like entering the
boarded
boats
it,
and like
yeah.
making noise.
Yeah.
Horrifying. I hope you don't die. Oh my god, it doesn't bode well for you, I feel like.
Don't do it.
God, no one can even fucking react. One of their own died.
What do you mean?
This seems honestly impossible. This seems fucking impossible. Oh my god.
I'm scared for the accountant.
Me too.
Why
He's
for
the
him?
only one that can die. I mean, the rest of them, first, we don't know. Second, it's not like I'm scared for Flint or Billy or
Like,
Grant.
Go back. I'm not gonna be back.
No.
Or be
How are you one of the first on the ship? He's not just like fall into the fucking water. This way we don't send people who can't fight. We can just kill him. I feel like he's gonna survive. I feel like he's gonna survive. He's gonna shoot one of our own, legitimately. Ah! Oh. 50% of the time it doesn't work.
Can somebody kill him?
It's Billy. Billy's gonna save him.
First timers don't die.
First timers don't die. I don't know if Billy was lying, but first timers don't die.
Come on, don't
Billy.
let this one first time or die. Billy.
Billy's not coming. He's like, told you.
So far he saved himself. Oh my god, we has stayed. He just killed.
Traumatized for fucking life.
How can he
Traumatized
kill
for fucking life. Traumatized for life. And after this, I'm supposed to be adding and dividing numbers. Not gonna be happening. What are we doing here, girl?
You all heard my father say.
Girl, I feel like this is a lost cause now.
Operation here in Nassau is dead. Fuck him and fuck that.
How so, though? How?
We have ships and crews that can ferry heavy cargo. We have relationships with the merchants and customs men that kept.
Your father said you'll take no part in any further.
They're my relationships now. We're going to recreate my father's system here without my father. A consortium with all of you sharing in the profits.
My men aren't merchant sailors. They're hunters.
But they're bad at it, Jeffrey. What good is that doing anyone?
I put this to them. They'll vote me out before I stop to take a breath.
I'm amazed they haven't voted you out already, given the ship prizes you've been chasing. Your men will earn 3 times as much in half the time, not facing a single sword or pistol in the process. You're telling me that you can't sell that?
I can sell that. And you're supporting this?
I don't know, am I?
We need a respected captain to stand up and bless it. And we need a strong captain to ensure that no one dares fuck with us. You're both. You know that I want nothing more than to make this place strong and stable. I think you want the same things.
I'll do that. The moment you lift the ban on Captain Vane.
Excuse me.
Listen to that mob outside. They're tired of your edicts, your rule by fear. They believe you to be a tyrant in a petticoat. Your action against Captain Vane is to them the most egregious.
But what happens now with Captain Vane appears?
He's a handful of malcontents in the street.
Those malcontents will be a problem to anyone in this room who stands behind you today.
Coltsbane is an animal, as other men that remain with him.
Because they saw fit to punish the thieving
I'm
whore.
not about to say otherwise for the benefit of Captain Lillywhite or any of the other idiots out there listening to him.
I'm listening to him. The commitment to this place is admirable, but you're young and you're rash. Show everyone your motive here is for the common good. Show them that you can be trusted to keep petty animosity separate from business. Rescind the ban on Captain Vane and show me that. Do it and I'll back you as your father's successor here. The boss behind all trade.
I won't do it.
You have until dark to come to your senses.
Billy boy.
Billy.
Honestly, poor guys, they did nothing. Like this ship, it's not like they did something. Oh, where is
Yeah.
he?
3 men to defend the quarterdeck bunker. How does that make sense?
Oh my god, there's like a hidden compartment.
Oh my god. Where did he
Something's
live?
not right.
See, what the fuck happened? What? What does that mean? I don't
Something in
understand.
his clothes.
I don't understand the lingo.
Me neither.
Oh, the Vanguard is fucking dead. They're below? A lot of them are.
Okay, how?
Couldn't they just throw you like the bomb? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, where is...
I do apologise for this. Mr. Guthrie's orders were explicit. No matter what, I was to make sure that you were on this ship.
It's not the deal.
Oh, you trust him.
Assist the Andromache to depart unmolested. And you can remain with the girl and pick up the pieces and explain yourself.
Oh.
You forgot your duty. You must have known there would be consequences. Hello, here he.
What?
Gossip? Do it.
What the fuck is happening? What do they want from him?
And this one. What's up? Marcipe.
What? What? Jack? John? Silver? Do you have any ideas?
I think you should agree to Captain Monaco's terms. What do you care about...
They're beating her.
She chose it.
She chose it. I've been repeating those words to myself for well over a week now, and I find them wanting. Now he asked me to back off Charles, to proclaim to the world that what happened to Max is acceptable, to apologise to those animals for having ever said otherwise, and smile while they lord it over me.
To make a dangerous situation a lot less dangerous.
Convince me that I should betray her a second time, because that's what it feels like I would be doing.
Max chose. Why? I don't know.
Maybe it was who the fuck knows what. Because the moment I start making choices based on her decisions, I given her a hell of a lot more power over my life than I'm quite comfortable ceding to a perfect stranger. Guilt is natural. It also goes away. If you let it. Losing your life's work. That doesn't go away.
Captain, do I understand correctly that you've requested a skiff?
What is a skiff?
I suppose that's none of my business.
And
But you do realize that we may be able to hunt again soon.
Skiff.
What I'm hearing is all second and third hand, but something is happening in that.
My problem isn't in there. Never was.
Chess.
What? Into the water? This is
Like
not where I
the
thought we were
cellar.
gonna be going. Jack is as confused as we are.
He's also sitting right in front of a power magazine. So
Okay.
blow our way through this.
Everyone
ship.
dies.
Don't you find a way in? There's no way to get the guns off the boat. What we send down there is just going to get cut to shreds.
And we cannot sail.
And we cannot sail.
What did he need from Scott?
Doesn't make sense.
They wanna make a deal.
We're missing something.
Negotiate something, I don't fucking know. How's it going?
Poor guy.
How is it? Maybe this doesn't traumatize him. Maybe he finds some new...
He's covered in blood.
There you are.
He killed man with his teeth.
Got over for you.
Jameson, you said no man ever died his first time over the side, but you forgot about Tom Jameson, bosun's mate.
Also, Christian Tom was Will Robbins, John de Bois. That Portuguese guy with the left foot was his name.
Thank you for doing that. It helped.
He is the sweetest.
Yes.
He even remembers the guy that died.
Yes.
He remembers the names. What a sweetheart.
That's his crew.
Oh my god. Oh, read. To who? To? Did you see who? Good boy. Steal that. Let's see what it is.
Captain Flint, the 20 of my men. I can wait. You cannot. Hey, Tyler. Before departure,
Scarborough?
I sent a message to the captain of the Scarborough. I told him where I was headed. I told him where he would find you.
Fuck. What do we mean? We cannot afford this right now. I'm gonna kill that man. I feel like Flint is on the same wavelength as me. This is the end. I cannot believe this. Oh my god. Come on, the next one. It's too short.
Like nothing completed in this episode. I was about to say nothing happened.
As usual.
But like nothing really happened. Like we don't know anything.
They just made my anxiety.
You know what I mean? Like not one storyline completed in this episode.
Questions
exactly.
and zero answers.
Nothing.
I'm coming. There's no review to give you. I'm coming with zero information now.
No words.
I'm just
honestly.
mad.
We found nothing in this episode. Nothing new. This is horrible. This show is bingeable in my opinion.
This is a very
Because,
bingeable
like-
show. I feel like every episode is better than the previous one, and it just like keeps going and going. And I'm like, this is now difficult to stop at this point.
Yeah, in my opinion as well, because this is definitely not like our previous show, which was The Wire.
Which
That
was like, stop it,
Yeah,
enough.
And in this show, we're like, let's continue.
Let's pick it up.
Let's speed it to the next episode. Let's
Yeah.
not talk right now because like who cares?
Exactly.
What can I tell you?
What is gonna be happening? I don't know. I really like all the characters.
Yes, I think we should for this show. That's what I told you the second we finished the episode. I feel like with this show we
can do Milena's favorite thing.
And because it has so many good characters. It is not my favorite thing because I have not done it for like at least 5 years right now.
Yeah, but like when you find
It was
an
my
opportunity to do it, you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Turn on the lights. It's getting late. It's December.
Yes, and like I said, for this show there is so many good characters in my opinion that like we could, but like we said it for The Wire as well that we're gonna do, and we never continued doing it. We were like at the end of every season we're gonna do like top 5.
Yeah, but I feel like it was more difficult for The Wire somehow.
Yeah, and it was just
it
different.
was just very
different
like
show.
Every fucking character is so different to the other one that I don't know. Like here, maybe you could make a list. Like a top.
Yeah, like a top 5 characters that like you enjoy.
Yeah, I mean,
now the most,
again, there's like a different list, as in like most interesting and then like most lovable. It's a different list always, you know, and so just like how do you pair that against each other? That's always difficult for me.
So we should not do
can
this.
Can we just have a discussion? Why is this so difficult to open? Oh my god. Excuse me, these tangerines cannot be opened. Maybe I'm managing it.
Tangerines?
I think it's called tangerines, yeah. How would you name your top 5?
Oh, it's too early to tell.
Okay, but like so far, how can you like?
I have a feeling we need
like,
more episodes.
I agree,
honestly.
but like what are you just like thinking now?
I can't say top 5. I can say just the characters that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Again, I still think that the guy, Flint. That Flint is is gonna be my favorite character. Like I find him very interesting, very fascinating.
I agree.
In every scene, even though if I sometimes would not maybe agree with him, let's say, I think I like the characters who put, let's say, like our boy Billy.
Yeah.
I like the characters who put the people on the boat as the first priority.
Yeah.
But somehow I find him very charming, very charismatic.
He's very charismatic because like I don't agree with him, you know, on things that he says.
But like
he says it in such a way that I'm like, okay.
but like the things that he said right now, it's not that I don't agree with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not actually that I don't agree with. It's just that like I don't know, there is something I love that he is the way that he is.
Yeah.
And
the thing, like, I don't agree, like, people are gonna die for a cause that he thinks is important, and he says, you know, like, that is better for everyone. Like, who are you to say it's better for everyone? You know, like, you're lying and you're like, it's my responsibility to, like, no, it's like, I know best for all of us. You know what I mean? That's like a little bit condescending for everyone else. So like in that regard, I don't think he is right. And he is using the crew for something that he thinks is right and for like very selfish reasons. And that's simply who he is. But I think that's very interesting, and I feel like most likely by the end of the show he's gonna like be my favorite character. It seems like that way I'm most interested in him, of course.
Again, depends on where his character is gonna go.
Yeah,
because from the things that you just said, some if he continues being,
but like the reason why he is selfish is because it seems like from his own personal demons that are haunting him for some reason. You know what I mean?
Again, depends
on
like,
what because that does not
found out.
He is selfish, but it doesn't appear that it is right now, at least, stemming from some type of like need for power. It doesn't seem like it stems from that.
No.
It seems like it stems from, I don't know, like, does it stem because of the guilt that he feels over Thomas? Does it stem from like a lot of things in the past that we don't know about? It seems like it stems from something like that, and not like, I want to be king.
No.
Or whatever.
No, that's
and
ridiculous.
Like, because like if it did stem from that, then we would have a different discussion here, because then I would not necessarily like that.
Yeah, I think that's ridiculous. I just can't wait to see what is gonna happen, what he's gonna do, what this goal of his is gonna bring to him or to people around him at the end of the day. Those are still, again, things that are important to me as well.
Yeah, but it seems like he is gonna be top of the favorite characters.
I mean, at this point, he seems the most interesting. It just depends if
how everyone else goes.
Exactly, but like also how much I'm gonna care for him.
True.
You know, that's again, that's a big factor for me for favorite characters.
Yeah.
If I don't care for him, if I just find him fascinating and interesting, he's not gonna be my favorite. That's for sure.
True.
So
there needs to be love involved.
Yeah. So I think that's the biggest one for me.
Yeah.
And I now find him very interesting, very charming. So he has plus, you know.
Yeah.
So it depends again where the story goes, but like I expect a lot from him.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I think Billy is a solid one. You know what I mean? I feel like Billy is Billy, and he's just gonna remain that. He's gonna be the sweetheart that we have. And I adore those characters.
I agree, but I don't think he's gonna be my favorite character.
Well, I don't think he's gonna be the most interesting one. I think he's pretty clear cut, but I find those characters, especially in this type of an environment, special. You know, I need those types of characters. The characters that take care of others and think about others, and that is everyone in this show mostly is looking out for themselves in a way, and so people like Billy to me are precious, and I'm gonna have more love for him than maybe some of the characters that I would place in top 5. You know, I just I really love those characters. So I think he's gonna be solid. Really, really, really like Jack and Anne. They're like a duo. I just really like them both for different reasons. I know more about Jack, and anytime he's in the scene, I always enjoy those scenes. I think he is really great. And Anne is she had more scenes in this episode with Max. And
honestly, those scenes that she had were very important for me.
To understand.
Yeah. And to see her perspective and what she thinks about things like this that are happening.
Yeah.
You know, in the environment where they live in.
Yeah.
I just think those two characters have promised to be in the top. Somewhere there. I agree. Again, about Wayne, I think we have to see more.
Yeah.
Again, he has a promise of that one thing that we saw, that he has a demon who follows him. Is it that his brother or his father or somebody like that?
Yeah.
I think we have to find out more about him. So far, he is not there for me yet. For Eleanor, I don't know what to tell you. She's not at this point one of my favorite characters. But again, she has as well a potential to grow, you know. I think Max can have a very interesting story. I think she can have a very good story for herself. I feel like I can love her story. We have Silver, who I find very interesting, very fun, very charming, very smart. I think he can have a very good storyline.
Yeah, I agree.
We also have the guy who's next to Billy and Flint. Again, I think he's gonna be a good character there. I don't know how Grant. I don't know how important he's gonna be.
I'm not giving him long times to live.
More than season 1.
I feel he's gonna survive season 1. He's the type of character that dies. That is just a given. He seems like a character that dies. I just don't know at what point, but I like him. They have no
but
quarrels.
That's what I mean.
I don't think he's top 5. You know,
I think he can be a good.
Just solid.
Yeah,
there. He's
but I don't think
solid guy.
Yeah. I don't know how much we're gonna grow to love him. You know.
Yeah, no.
Depends on how big of a role he's gonna have.
Of course, but he is. I like him.
Yeah,
he is always I like him. I have nothing.
No, I like everybody, honestly.
Yeah.
So, at this point, I really like everybody. I really see a potential for a lot of characters.
Yeah, just depending on where their stories go and what we do with them. But I think all the characters have a lot of potential.
So this was a good episode. This was a great episode.
The thing that I got most from this episode is, I would die in the first 2 minutes on sea. I don't even think I would survive that long. I don't know how they don't all die. It seems to me if a cannon hits your ship, it's kind of game over. If it hits somewhere closer down and you start getting water, I don't know how the ship does not sink.
I don't know. Probably ships are made to last.
Well, I'm sure they are made to last, but if you shoot something at it. You know, the fucking Titanic got taken down by a iceberg, you know, and a cannonball seems like they could do some damage, and we saw limbs flying, but it was higher up on the boat, so it was not taking water. I'm just I don't understand. I really don't understand sailing. So half the times when they're saying their ideas, I am understanding 10% of it, but I'm when it starts happening, I'm gonna understand what they planned to do. But I don't knots. I understand that's used to measure the speed of the ship. I don't know what a knot means. Is that 10 miles? Is 1 knot 10 miles?
Oh, okay.
Can a ship move that fast? Okay, 1 knot is 1 mile. That makes more sense because like they were like going 6-7 knots. They were definitely not going 70 miles per hour. It's a fucking ship. It cannot move that fast. So like they were going 6 miles per hour. Fine.
Okay.
I'm
so happy we know this.
This is like, sure. Just say 1 mile. Why not? Just like a mile.
Okay, why don't you say just 1 kilometer? That's the term they use. That's the term they know. That's how they... You know what I mean?
True. I think they should just make it
They
easier
should
for
make it
me.
easier for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not how it was actually done.
Yeah. I just wanted to point that out. I would have died on that ship like in a second. I think it's kind of impressive that most of the crew remained alive.
I mean, they did have a plan. Flint did have a plan, and actually it worked. But like he did not actually know what is gonna happen. You know,
I mean,
he did not actually know what they did on that ship, and that like the guy actually called the others to come.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they actually timed everything and fucked us over.
Yeah, but like we still have to win because the other solution is us being dead, and that's not gonna happen. So like Flint is just gonna have to think on his feet, and like Flint is very smart. He is very capable. He is very good at what he does. And again, I still think that the things that he is doing and like asking of the crew that like seem impossible, he is telling it from like knowledge. He was in the Queen's Navy, wherever. Like he is clearly good at what he does. But again, I think it's like 80% skill, 20% luck. That's the song, I think. He has to rely on just like they have to do this, so like we have to push ourselves further.
I really think if he thought they are not gonna be able to do this, he would figure out something other way. I think he really thinks they're gonna be able to do this.
No, but I think
like there is also a possibility that they're gonna fuck.
I think he has two options in his mind. Either we catch up to this and take the guns, and if we don't, we can't get Urca de Lima. So it's even better to fucking die now trying to catch up to this than not try to catch up to. There's no option of just like giving up the Urca de Lima. And so like that's why it's relying on luck in some way, because he is still gonna keep pushing it in my mind. I still don't know enough about him, so I could be completely off. But like I think for him it's Urca de Lima or death. And so like if there is something that like he needs to get to in order to get to Urca de Lima, he is gonna push everything at it, even if that might result in the ship. How do you call it for ships? It's not like crashing, but like
sinking.
Yeah, that can lead to a ship sinking. He is gonna do it because the alternative for him is not better than death. And so like he is gonna keep pushing.
No, I completely agree. Just like in this scenario, I do believe that like he counted and saw that they were able potentially to do it. Like probably.
No, that's what I mean. It's like a probability. Like most likely we might. Like there's 70% that we can do this, but like 30% is like a big chance to leave
I think
it to
if
death.
it was the opposite way around, if he thought like there is 20% they were gonna do it, I don't know if he thinks like if we don't get this now, with like there is no Urca de Lima.
I don't know. They don't have enough time. You know what I mean? Like they have like a couple of weeks when Urca de Lima is gonna, I think, depart from whatever port it's at, and like if they don't get the guns, how are you even gonna? Like, I even think with the guns, I'm not sure even how you're supposed to get to Urca de Lima. But, like, without guns, you have no chance nor possibility. And I think, like, having that in mind, he is, even if there was, like, a 20% chance of this, like, succeeding, that he would go for it. But, like, also, I don't know if this was the last Hail Mary with the guns.
That's what I want to say. That's what I want to say.
But that's how it seemed like.
That's what I mean. I don't know if he... because that's basically mostly giving up on Urca de Lima. I don't know if he would try to find another option, you know?
Yeah.
If he would have another doesn't matter. He's doing this.
Yeah.
He went for this.
Yeah.
So like
I just think he would push it like to the extreme.
I think so as well.
Like he would rather face death trying to get to Urca de Lima than just like give up on Urca de Lima.
That's how it seems right now. And even though we don't know much about any of it.
No, we don't. We really don't. So like all these opinions can change, but that's just like the picture I have right now in my mind with Flint. That's just how I view him. which again I think is very interesting for him. I also love that we have someone like Billy that's not like easily gonna like follow his every word.
I mean,
like
so far he questioned it, but so far
yeah,
he
he's following
every word
it because like
said.
again he is saying to him, and like you could start arguing it, but like he said to Billy that like they're basically gonna declare war on them, so like they need to have funds to fight that war, otherwise they're all dead. From that point of view,
and he also
this
said
is what
that,
needs
like,
to be done.
He need that like crew needs to be convinced 100%, so they would push their limits. Because if they were questioning it, it's worse for
it's not
them.
gonna bring anyone anything good.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a very convincing person. Like he is a very good talker. Like I could buy everything he says. And so, but again, I love that Billy is still kind of a bit, he took the letter. Is he gonna show the letter? He's gonna like read that letter first by himself, and then he might give it to Flint. I'm not even sure what's in the fucking letter. It was the guy, right? The guy was writing. We saw something
I think
writing.
because
I was trying
like
to read that, but
Mrs. Barlow made some agreement, she was there with...
I mean, that is gonna be a way that Flint finds out that she...
That's what I want to say. Maybe that there
agreed to this.
Yeah, maybe there is something in that
What
letter,
is the relationship?
actually.
I just really don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, he could have died on this ship like 10 times over.
Mm-hmm.
And she should have known that. So, like, what is their relationship like?
I don't know.
That's just a very confusing part. Because, like, it would be very clear cut if they were lovers, her husband killed themselves because they were lovers, and so like they fled, but now they're kind of forced to be with each other because someone has died because of them and they feel guilt and all that. Like that could all very well track, but like I couldn't imagine her like then wanting to put him in danger, even if there's like
maybe
no
she's
passion.
choosing herself. She is done with this life and he is not giving up, and maybe it's been years.
Yeah,
I don't know,
I
and
guess.
in her mind she doesn't see another option for her life. I have no idea, honestly. We're gonna have to see that.
It's a real question mark.
Yeah,
but
because I still think that's all true. I just like am not sure what she thought exactly.
I don't know.
What is in her mind.
I don't know.
I don't know what is in Flint's mind, let alone hers. So we're gonna have to see that, honestly.
Fucking mystery.
Yeah. On the other side, we had Eleanor and all the people who are protesting because of what her father has said,
Yeah, I mean, her father threw her to the wolves. Because, like, there's literally nothing, we know this, there is nothing. In one of the episodes, they said that the warehouse is empty, meaning as in, like, there's nothing to even pay the people with. So she can't really do anything about it. And she doesn't want to because she wants to keep this place going. Yeah. And, like, she has the same dreams that Flint does. Like, this is very important to her. And she would also rather die than just, like, give up on it. Yeah. They share that same, like, vision. This is, like, the protests against her are just getting really like serious in the terms of like I don't know how she can regain like let's say the trust of the public, because like everything that they say against her, like you can't really argue much of it, So
it seems like she's doing everything she possibly can. I think you said something along the lines that she's similar there with Flint, because like in her eyes,
I mean like her
own
goals, but like she is not doing everything she can to achieve those goals. You know what I mean? Like she is clearly, I mean, that's what everyone has been telling her, that like the guy, the captain, I don't fucking know, again, I forgot his name, Hornigold, maybe?
Interesting.
Basically told her, because I thought that's such
fucking interesting.
Yes, because isn't that such a funny name? Horny Gold. Horny Gold. Like that's such an interesting name. He told her that he will like basically take over in her father's stead if she reinstates Vane, who is like a good ship captain and can do a lot with his crew or whatever.
And that's the things that she did to Vane is the reason why most of the people don't trust her, because like it's
basically like she is running this island kind of like a tyranny, and like I cannot argue that with them, because like she is doing that for her own reasons, because of the thing that happened with Max, because like Max is important to her, and like while I will sit here and be like, fuck them, fuck that whole crew.
Which I would do.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, if this was not Max, she would not have done this thing. You know what I mean? And so, like, it is because she cares for Max, and now these things are happening. And so, like, it's difficult for me to, like, disagree with her, because I'm like, well, fuck all of you. But then at the same time, it is, like, everyone who is having issues with her is in a way, like, correct, with the way that she runs the place. And so, like, this is creating problems for her. And this is what, like, John basically told her.
It's creating problems for me, meaning, like, I don't like what Wayne and Wayne's crew have done.
Oh, absolutely.
So I fucking hate that.
And no, I agree with you. The thing is, I don't think any crew is different from any other crew. It's just like this is the one that we have seen. You know what I mean? Like, because, like, the way that everyone is talking about it, it seems like a common occurrence. Not a common occurrence, but, like, no one is, again, it is their time and their world, and, like, no one is at all shocked by the things that happen. You know what I mean? It seems like not a shocking thing, and, like, the only reason why, like, Eleanor is the one that's, like, this mad about it is because she cares about Max.
That's the thing. I would love her to be mad about it, even if it wasn't Max.
Oh my god! I would love it. And maybe that is the case. I also don't know Eleanor well enough. But, like
from what we have seen, we can't say that.
Yeah, especially
there is
because,
nothing
like,
to back us up.
with her goals and everything, like, it would seem very
especially because
far-fetched that she would do anything like this to endanger her position over anyone else.
Exactly. So, in my opinion, like, she even was ready to give up Max. To be tortured. So, for her own personal goals, which is this business. So it would be really difficult, but, like, I'm just saying, as a person who is watching this show, I would even love her if she would do something like that for not just Max.
That would be great, but, like, I still don't know her, and it doesn't seem that way so far. It would clash with what she wants to do with this place.
I can honestly say positively that she wouldn't do that. I can say that for, like, 100% certainty, because, like, even with Max now, she has done it in a way because, like, he has betrayed her in her eyes, and not in her eyes, he has betrayed her, and he has done that to Max, and she was very mad that Max was hurt, and that's the reason why she has done what she has done to Wayne.
But the thing is, I don't think she has not done anything. Like, it's not like anyone's getting punished. She just sent him to a different captain. You know what I mean? The crew that raped her, she just sent him to a different captain.
No, she has done that to Wayne. She has not done anything to the others.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. And what does that technically achieve? That achieves nothing in my mind. Because, like...
for the bigger picture, no, it does not.
It doesn't achieve anything because, like, it's not like any captain there, I think, can, like, take control of the crew in that way to stop them from doing this and not, like, have a mutiny on their hands. She has technically achieved nothing except, like, hurt Wayne because she took his crew. But, like, to punish the crew or anything like that, she has not. She has just given them a different captain, And that's kind of it, if I understood correctly.
Her goal wasn't even to punish the crew. Punish the crew. It was never about that. It was always about what Wayne has done.
So, like, that, like, technically
and, like, she says
nothing.
that, like, if she reinstates Wayne or whatever she does, it would seem like what he did to Max is okay. It would make it okay.
For her, she said, like, it would basically be like betraying Max twice, because, like, no one did anything. Because then no one would have done anything about the thing that happened to her. And she had a very interesting conversation, I think, with Silver in that moment. Silver, who is, like, always very much... he right now, like, next to Jack, seems like the smartest character in the show. I think he is very good at just, like, assessing situations and knowing what needs to be done in order to achieve what one wants to achieve. I thought it was interesting. He mentioned to her that that's basically, like, her guilt speaking, and that, like, you can, something along the lines that, like, you can forget about guilt, but, like, you cannot if you don't achieve what is your like life goal, which has to do with this island and everything, like you cannot forget that. Like that is more important. That should be more important to you than guilt is. And when he was saying that about guilt, it seemed like a person who feels guilt and decided to just like shove it down. You know what I mean? Like it didn't seem honest. It seems like it's something that he tells himself.
I think it's something that like the way he goes by.
Well, yes, but do you not think that like it seems like that stems from something?
Sure. But like that's how he continues moving.
Well, yeah. I mean, it seems like he like there is something that he did or whatever, something that happened that he feels guilt over.
Yeah.
And so like now he is telling himself that like you can forget feeling guilt. Like you can forget it, you can concentrate on something else. It does not need to haunt you or whatever.
In his case, staying alive.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But like, you know, when people say something like that, it's like usually like they're lying to themselves. That's what it seems like for him, which is interesting because I don't know what has happened in his life. He is very much a mystery as to how he is here, how he functions the way that he functions. I think there's definitely something to like uncover about his past. But like I have nothing to go off on. You know, there's nothing for me to even like
definitely considering that we have not even met the guy.
Yeah.
We just see how he's behaving, but like basically we don't know anything about him. Where did he come from? Who the fuck is he? Like we don't know one single thing about him.
No.
So I definitely think that there is gonna be a story there. I'm hoping there is gonna be a story there, honestly, because he seems like a very interesting character and could have a big potential to have a good story.
No, he seems like one of the more important characters. He feels like next to Flynn that he's gonna be like more the main one than like I mean there's like many main characters here, but just like it seems like he and Flint might be more important, and I would love to see like what type of dynamic they develop. I feel like that would be very fun. Yeah, I mean I think that's kind of, you know, when he said like who knows, by the end of this we might even be friends or something. I feel like there's some type of foreshadowing, but like it could also be foreshadowing of it going south.
I don't
but
think so.
Like no, me neither. I feel like they're just gonna have a really interesting dynamic that I'm gonna really love seeing.
I think so as well. I think there is gonna be a point where they actually start trusting each other.
I feel like there's gonna be a point, you know, when they're trusting each other and they're friends, and then one betrays the other for some reason.
Oh my god!
I feel like that would be fun, you know, but like not because they want, you know, they're like very conflicted about it, but like they still need to do it for their for some reason. I feel like that would be a good thing. I would like that storyline. I would like that angst. So yeah, I feel like we got a bit about Silver in this episode, or like at least how I'm reading his line. That seemed to tell me more about him than what Eleanor needs to do, even though like Eleanor also feels guilt about the thing that happened with Max.
I mean, I definitely think because like that is the thing that goes completely with his character.
Yeah,
it makes sense. Like when he was saying that, it wasn't confusing to me. You know, it just made sense because like he's going so nonchalantly in his life, you know. He's just trying to survive constantly and doing everything in his power to do that. You know, so like if he was letting himself feel guilt for the millions of things that he has done, maybe, or just one thing that he has done, he would not be able to go like this in life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it just makes perfect sense to me, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I don't know with Eleanor, I think at the end, I don't know what's gonna happen. I have no idea.
I wonder what she's gonna do now. It seems like she will, how do we call it, reinstate Vane? Maybe give him a crew.
The thing
but like, also, where the fuck is Vane going?
That's what I want to say. That's why I wanted to say, like, I don't know what's gonna happen because, like, from the perspective that, like, she's the one who is making a decision. That's what I think she's gonna do, and that's what I thought she was gonna do from the second, like, the guy said it. Because, like, again, it's not impossible for me to see her crossing another line, you know, at least in her eyes, because like she said, it feels like she would betray Max again, you know. But at the same time, I don't know, because like we have Vane and he's very doing some mysterious things. Like right now he went on a boat by himself,
and like he said, our problem was never in the place where Eleanor is, like, meaning that I don't know, was that like implying that like Eleanor is not the problem.
I don't know, because he was saying some things like she's the one who has all the power. We are very powerless, and like the thing is, all of us.
She has all the power, and her power does not rely on like people liking her. You know, she's not like, she's not elected.
Yeah.
You know, she does not need to keep people happy to like continue having this power, just like her power is.
So honestly, I don't know what he would do in regards of that.
I thought it was when he started walking, I was like, okay, he's going there. I was like, he might go in front of where everyone is and maybe like give a speech or something, like probably people behind him. But then he entered a boat. Yeah. So that means he's going up on a ship. Is he like finding a different crew? What is he doing? Why would he? I mean, he wants a crew, I'm certain, but
like the way I see it is that he wants that power.
The power that Eleanor has?
I mean, not exactly, but like from what we have found out is that before that, like, remember the conversation like that he had with Eleanor?
Yeah.
Like in his head?
Yeah.
And that he's scared.
Yeah, like she is telling him that he is weak and afraid.
And that's why he is laying down and does not want to rebel against
Yeah, but
her.
like he knows how he could take this away from her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So again, I still think he's going down that path.
Yeah, but like he went on a ship for that.
On a boat.
Yeah, on a boat to take him to a ship.
Did he say that?
Well, no, but like where the fuck is he gonna go with a boat?
I thought.
You know what I mean?
I thought
there's
maybe
anything else to
some
do with a boat.
mysterious place that we're gonna find out.
There's like a hole. Oh, I mean, look,
no, to somebody else.
Maybe his clan is like, you need to go through like cave entering with a ship. What was his crew? Because like the thing that he has, the tattoo that he has. I'm like, maybe it's his clan.
What clan?
I don't know.
That was something from the past.
Well, it is something from the past.
Yeah,
but
like,
maybe
I didn't think it's
he needs
close
them
there.
I thought it was.
Oh.
I mean, it might not necessarily need to be. I don't know.
I have no idea, honestly. But again, that's why I have no idea what is gonna happen, because like so far, Eleanor needs to make the decision. I don't know what is Vane gonna do for anything to
evolve
in any direction. So honestly, I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm not quite even certain what exactly is he wants to do.
Yeah. So again, we're gonna have to find it out.
I really can't tell. Yeah. We also had this like kind of a side storyline with the ship's accountant. I can't remember his name, but I like him. But my God, Billy like giving him like strength by saying no one has ever died on their first like crossing a ship moment into another ship. I don't know what they call it. And Billy full well was lying. He was lying, like he was like, that's gonna make you feel a bit more
confident.
Yeah.
In your survival.
Yeah.
And even though it's ridiculous, even though it does not make sense, because like why?
Yeah.
You know? But like he couldn't explain it. He was like, it's just like that.
I mean,
it's just what happens.
He just needed to give him anything to make him have more like bravery in this moment.
And I think that's what makes Billy good at what he does.
Billy
that's
is legitimately proof, honestly. Billy and his ability to, I feel like everyone loves him.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone, the crew can like just see his honesty. I feel like honestly Flint, if he is smart, he needs to like keep Billy at his side and be happy, because like,
I think he is smart. I think
because
that's why he came up to
like
Billy to talk to him.
If Billy wanted to like do a coup or whatever on the boat, I feel everyone from the crew would follow Billy.
But that's what I want to say, because like I think that's why Flint even went to talk to Billy, not because like he is the one who has so much faith in him. I think it's because he sees that like crew is the one who has so much faith in him and would actually follow him. So like if Billy is the one who is questioning
holding them all together,
so like then Flint is fucked up.
Yeah.
So I think that's why he went there and talked to him and convinced him pretty much in that point that like he should back him up there. You know,
and Billy saved his life.
Yeah, and he should trust him. Yeah, I think that's gonna be an interesting dynamic, because like I find it interesting that like Flint is the captain, but like everybody at this point that we see has more faith in Billy.
Absolutely.
Which is very interesting, because like we'll see how that can progress in the future.
Like legitimately, if Billy stops having faith in Flint, or if he thinks that something should not be done and like stands his ground on that, I feel like the crew would take his side.
Yeah.
Like I legitimately feel like the crew would, because like they respect him more than Flint. I mean, we already knew before this that they don't respect Flint.
Yeah.
You know, that he is kind of an outsider.
Yeah.
And
with a good reason.
Yeah, like again, you could have said like Morley in the previous episode. There is nothing that you could have said to Morley with his like disdain for Flint. You can just say fair.
Yeah.
You're correct. There's nothing that you can argue there, you know? And so like I feel like a lot of the crew just would go with Billy. Like rightfully so. Like Billy is great. There's nothing you can say to Billy.
Yeah, honestly, I am, again, there is many things that have happened in this episode, but a lot has not happened in this episode. So honestly, I can't wait to see how all these things that we just mentioned are gonna progress.
Because like right now, this how they pronounce it, the Scarborough, whatever is coming. I legitimately
have no idea.
As if we did not have enough problems with the fact that like we cannot enter this, we cannot take the guns like that. I don't know how are we to do anything. I'm not certain. Also, I feel very bad for Scott, for Mr. Scott, that he was again getting transported along with slaves, going God knows where, Boston, I guess, because like Eleanor's father, of course, did that. Like there was no honesty.
Because
we could
he
have told you that.
Eleanor. He wanted to protect Eleanor.
Of course, and that for Eleanor's father is the worst sin to be committed. Imagine, and so he is sending someone that was always like by her side. Like why? That's see one character I very much dislike, Eleanor's father.
Yeah,
we have one. I feel very bad for Mr. Scott. I have no clue what he was talking to Mr. Scott, what he wanted Mr. Scott about. Like why did they shoot that one person? Like I don't know what they wanted. Like it seemed like they wanted something. Like why did they shoot them? Like I have no idea. I don't know what was happening there.
Idea. Did not understand.
I don't like. I don't like him either.
If we needed to I hate him. Yeah, I hate him. I don't know if we needed to have translations.
I don't think so.
So I have no idea. I did not understand anything there.
No. So like we are really, one would say, in a sticky situation at this point. And I think maybe it resolves in the next episode. I'm not even sure how. No. I don't know.
Because
maybe
like, so far what we see in the show is that, like, in my opinion, we're not gonna, even if one situation resolves, we're gonna open up the next one. I just think it's gonna go like that.
How are we gonna survive right now on the ship?
I don't know.
That is the one thing that maybe can, like,
I don't know.
That maybe we can see in the next episode.
I don't know.
But everything else, I don't know. Hopefully.
Okay, guys.
That's it.
Thank you so much for watching.
We'll see you next year.
Very soon. Yes, next year. For both you and us, you know?
Yes. We're not gonna watch this year another episode.
No.
That's it.
This is the last episode we watched. Yeah. I mean, not of anything.
No,
of this
just like,
show.
yeah.
Okay, guys.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.